Good morning, people. It's coffee with the Crockers. Um, got this custom made. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the lady's name. She's the one that made the Sawyer's cups. So, drinking coffee Crockers. Had two, but one's missing. But I think, I don't know, after Jaylena being here for a few days and going through comments on our videos, it's pretty funny. For the most part, I'd say like the majority of them are like super cool, super awesome, positive, and
some are all over the place.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, a lot of you guys are happy to see us together again and being friends and respectable and mature, I guess. I don't know. But there's been a few comments, and I guess it's what we're going to kind of talk about today is we are on YouTube, but we're not a reality show.
I've said a few times we try to keep it as transparent as possible, and like that's something that we've talked about is doing that
since day one.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, not every day is going to be what you want to see, but it's just our life.
Yeah, there was quite a few comments, and that are like, I don't care. I didn't come here to listen to a 40-minute video of you guys talking. I came here to watch you build, so build. That's the reality is that's not the Crockers channel. The Crockers is the Crockers, and whether that's me out here by myself or me with 50 people here or whatever the case may be, it's whatever's going on. And some days I build, sometimes I don't, and I think it'd be a little weird in the reality of things if Jaylena came out and we just like never addressed it. Oh, she's here, let's build the house and not like talk about anything,
because then all the comments would be like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, and so it's like we figured, hey, let's just knock this out in the first video. But there's a few people out there that just do not care at all about anyone's life on YouTube,
and that's fine. But it's like that like if the video looks like it's not, if you know it's not a building video, then don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it. It's pretty simple. And this isn't going to be a big rant or anything like that, but pretty much since day one when we started YouTube, we weren't trying to create a reality show. We were just trying to create videos portraying our life, whether it's building or, there's been times when we went, fishing or to the beach, or, one of our very first videos going to her sister's house for Thanksgiving, or no, it was Christmas. Was it Thanksgiving or Christmas?
It was No, I think it was Thanksgiving, but we dressed up.
Oh yeah, because we had all the plaid
and we decorated
stuff.
The tree.
Yeah, so there's stuff like that we've done. In the past we did videos of us for Christmas going. We went to a little thrift store and bought mystery boxes, and we'd open them up, don't even know what it is.
Yeah, we went to South Padre. That was like a fishing beach video.
Yeah, we've just done different things that we've that's going on in our life. A lot of it does revolve around building a tiny house. Hers is now a van, and before it was building the shed to house. And I get a lot of people, there's a lot of building and stuff of that nature that comes with this channel. It's just because it's what we like to do. We like to try to create and do stuff on our own rather than pay somebody else. That's just how I've been my entire life, was if you can make it, don't buy it. And that's just been my thing forever. But I guess the reality of this is we're not a reality show. There's plenty of YouTube channels out there that are strictly building. There's plenty of YouTube channels out there that will make up these false narratives of what's going on in their life, and I'll watch it and I'm like, this is just, it's fake. You can just tell it's fake. It's overly flirting and overly, this and that. And the reality is, if we're having a bad day, you're probably going to see it in a video. And if we're having a good day, you'll see it in the video. And some days we're going to build and some days we're not. And I could say the Crockers channel will probably be one of the most real channels you'll probably ever watch, because for the most part we try to keep it as real as possible. And I think a lot of you guys could realize and relate, life isn't always peachy.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some channels that do like stuff that is obviously not real, but it's funny, and they're doing it on purpose, and you know it's not real.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, if I mean, everyone's gonna do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
We're just saying
That's just not the vibe we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't, people always say, like, Dutch's channel is nothing but clickbait. It's like, well, that's what he wants to do. Maybe he doesn't want to put out his problems. You're not forced to when it's YouTube. It's YouTube. You do what you want to do, and Dutch has the, I guess, I don't know the right word. I want it to sound bad. He has that creative touch to get you drawn into his video to watch, and everyone says it's clickbait, and it's that type of thing. And then you know I became really good friends with the Sawyers. I personally know when I watch the Sawyers channel, it's no drama. They're teaching you how to garden, homestead, farm, and stuff of that nature. And it's just, I know when they post something, it's just down to earth. They're just, they're the exact same people off camera than they are on camera. And you go to Jared's channel. Jared's is could be showing some goats and chickens. The next one could be going to Walmart, messing with people. The next one could be fishing. It's kind of just whatever Jared's life is, and it's just, you kind of can get what you get, like what you're getting on people's channels, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's something out there for everybody. We talk about that all the time. It's just on the Crockers and Coffee the Crockers. It's just, we keep it real. I don't know.
I don't think that a lot of viewers realize how brutal it can be putting yourself out there on the internet for everyone to scrutinize you,
literally pick you apart.
And it's like, we were talking about this yesterday. Like, I've had moments like, I think it was when we did the 100-day challenge. Like, one of my first videos I did on my channel was like, for the first time I wanted to quit YouTube, and it was because of like nasty comments and stuff, and people being just downright dirty. And when we were going through the divorce and stuff, and like, obviously there are other people up here, and I, had some of the nastiest things that I've ever had said to me from random people on the internet. And it's like, at this point, I don't care anymore. I used to. It used to get to me a lot, but it's like now, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you look like.
And unfortunately, the reality is most of you guys don't know us. Y'all get to see a 10-minute video on Coptic Crockers, and then you get a 30-minute video on the Crockers, or you get her videos, and it's like, you can learn a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, like,
it's bits and pieces of our lives, of our day.
Yeah, really and truly, like, you're only getting a little bit. And I don't know, I wish everybody had a YouTube channel. There would be a lot less trash talking, because it's a lot easier to talk trash when no one knows your life.
Yeah, no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
You're just a name.
Yeah, you're literally just a name, and most people on YouTube don't even use their real names or photos or anything. So you can literally be the best person in the world in your eyes, but no one's going to know it because you're anonymous. And for us, we put it all out there, and we chose to do this. No one forced us to do it, just like no one forces you to watch our channels. And that's what I commented back to I think it was a lady that said, I didn't come here to watch a 40-minute video of you talking. I came here to watch you build a house. I said, I have never forced you to watch anything. You can watch whatever you want to watch. It's it's free place out there on the internet to do what you please and want to do. And
hey, you know what else is free?
YouTube.
Being a kind, decent person.
Yeah.
But those are rare, so.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't say rare. I think most of the people on here are nice. It's the bad people just stick out, unfortunately. A few bad apples can ruin it.
I mean, yes, that's true. And a lot of the times, like, I don't know. I feel like now I'm at the point where if I know that the comment's negative, it depends on how negative it is. I'll delete it. If not, I just don't even read the whole thing. Like I read the nice comments and I'll comment back to those people and stuff. And it's like the people that comment crazy stuff are like those are the people that just want to rise out of you. Yeah. It's like you said, like when someone comments and they're talking trash and then you comment back and you're like, oh, I didn't know you would say anything. My
and they'll
bad.
take it back.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny, and I do it quite often. Someone will just rant and just talk trash, and I'll write back, and whatever I say to them, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I was just joking. I didn't think you'd actually respond." And it's like, so why would you sit there and say these things if you'll change your mind whenever I respond to you? And
they want a reaction.
Yeah, well, I mean, they want a reaction, but at the same time, like, why take it back
and
be like, "Oh, well, no, well, I was just joking."
Well, why say it in the first place if you're going to take it back?
Well, yeah, and so I don't know. I think there's a lot of people out there, and I call them yes men, and everything that they think someone else they want to agree with everybody. And so, you know, if I'm like, hey, you want to go down to the river? Yeah. Hey, do you want to build? Yeah. Hey, do you want to eat Italian food? Yeah. And it's like, they may not even like Italian food, but they can't make their own decisions. They can't think on their own. And they just like, they want to be the cool person in your eyes. They're yes men. And the world kind of revolves around yes men because it's kind of like being a worker ant. I've talked to my friend about this before in the past, is not everyone's a leader. You need worker ants to make it in life. And because you can't have a business if you don't have worker ants. And some people, we kind of talked about this, and I know it kind of probably sounds a little bad, but without people like that, the world wouldn't revolve. There was just certain people that were meant to be leaders and some are meant to be followers. And if you're cool with whatever life you choose, then cool. Some people are scared to make decisions or take risk, and that's not me. I'm willing to take a risk, and honestly, having Jaylena come back up here was a big risk. Not even on YouTube.
Me coming was a risk on my part.
Just in our lives, it was a big risk because we don't know where this is going, and without getting too into it again, we kind of talked, and we kind of went through some scenarios, and I said, well, what if this really like plays out to get, what if we're just like, all right, this is something serious we'd want to jump back into. Jaylena said, I'm still leaving. I'm still getting in my van and going and doing the things that I want, and that type of thing. And to hear that was awesome because before you wouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
You would have just, I guess, caved into whatever, and that was a big problem in our relationship. Was
I wasn't putting myself first,
and that's bad. There's certain times that you need to put someone else first, but you have to put yourself first in some aspect.
You have to love yourself enough to know what's good for you and what's not good for you, and be able to make the right choices.
And I told Jaylena, a lot. I said, how do you expect me to love you if you don't love yourself? And that sounds bad.
It's true,
but it was the reality of it. And I don't know, it's just one of those things that, I think even on YouTube, like you guys commenting nasty things to people that you don't even know.
It's like it's like they say, like, you never know what's going on in someone's life, so always try and be kind.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't follow that rule when it comes to the internet, not just on YouTube, just in general. Like if you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform.
Because you can't get punched in the face through the computer. That's why.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah. But it's like, if you don't love yourself as a person, you're going to get online and just talk trash to people because it's going to make you feel better. You're going to try to bring them down to your level so you can feel better about yourself. So you need to love yourself. And, people always, would tell me, be like, you're cocky. You're in love with yourself. I said, I am in love with myself. I am. I love who I am. And I know myself enough that I have my faults. But for the most part, I love who I am. I'm not scared to take a risk. I'm not scared to be a leader if I have to be a leader. Sometimes I have to be a follower if I can recognize that someone is being the leader. I let them be the leader. And, but I love myself enough to do the things I want to do in life and sacrifice and get there And yeah, I think you do need to love yourself. And I think you can't, as a couple or friendship or whatever it may be, if you don't love yourself, you're going to be miserable and you're going to bring other people down. And it's kind of like I've talked about in the past, like, the spiral effect. Like, you want all your friends to be good and better. And then once they're better, then they bring you up, then you bring them up. It's just a spiral and you just keep getting better. But if you're around someone that's always depressed, or you're around someone that's always negative, or you're around someone that's always happy, whatever they are, you're probably going to mold into that. And it's just,
you are the company you keep.
yeah, and it's just the reality of it. And so, all that coming back down to what we talked about at the beginning of this video, we're not a reality show, we're just real.
This is just our reality.
Yes.
That's not a show, this is it.
It's the reality, and I'm hoping that maybe more people will start showing the reality of their lives on YouTube. And it's just crazy how many fake people there are because it gets them views. And it's like we went a little over a year ago, to a big homesteading channel. And he told everyone, use your animals to till up the land and do this. And you can, you don't even have to do this much work. Let your animals do it. And it sounded awesome. And we were just like, we're going to learn this. We're going to do this. And there was a ton of people out there doing it. And then we get there and he's got machines and like people working for him.
Doing the opposite of what he was telling his viewers to do.
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot of people message us and say, like, thank you so much for telling us that, because I felt like a failure and I was discouraged because I couldn't do what he said he was doing with, me and my kids, and it was just him and his kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I know why, because they're also using big machines.
Yeah, and that's we've kind of taken it from then all the way to now. Was we don't want to be fake. We don't want to put out a false narrative or anything. And back in the day when we started, my dad pretty much said, like, do not get on there and lie about anything. If you mess up, you mess up. You put it out there. And I'm hoping that the reality of our life that isn't a reality show, making up certain things and all that, can be relatable to you guys. And if you're going through problems that we went through, hopefully it helps you get through it. Maybe seeing our mistakes can help you not go through that. Maybe if you're in a marriage or a relationship and things aren't going that great, and like our video yesterday on the Crockers basically was, it took hitting rock bottom to change. And I don't want you guys to hit rock bottom. And that's the reality of it, is we put it out there that if it could save one marriage or one relationship, or even if you're just friends or whatever it may be, I'm willing to put myself out there and get scrutinized and literally belittled and destroyed by people I don't even know to maybe help you guys. And it's the same thing with building a house and doing a van and, working on a budget and, trying to, I always tell people, like, start a YouTube channel. And, we kind of touched on it yesterday, was we were broke. We went through everything with hardly anything. And now, I make a comfortable living. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor. I make a comfortable living on YouTube. And I've been through the struggles and I've gotten there, just hit 70,000 people, which is insane. And, a lot of that, I think, came from keeping it real. And, over the last 7 months, Jaylena has been on the channel. But before that, she was on there. And Jared was on there. And, we've just kept it real. We've done our clickbait. We've done our funny skits, stuff like that. But for the most part, we've kept it real. And I don't know. I guess just with all this, I hope that maybe if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, keep it real. And the cool part is you can put out as much as you want, or you can hold back as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it real. And same thing, with your relationships and friendships and living your dreams and all that stuff. Just do what you want to do. Keep it real. And me personally, it'll work out. And we think about this all the time. Everything happens for a reason. Big believers in that. And yeah, this is not a reality show. This is just our lives. And whether you like us or don't, it doesn't bother me. and it was just, I guess, something that kind of got brought up in comments over and over, and so we figured we'd talk about it. But yeah, it's not a reality show. This is just us. We're not perfect. Um, got a lot of growing and fixing and repairing and moving on. It's just it. Whether me and Jaylena stick around with each other for the next 2 days and never see each other again, or the next 2 years, the next 20 years, I don't know. I don't have a clue what's going to happen.
Just taking it day by day and rolling with the punches.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and jump off this. Busy day of building. Going to go live tonight at 7. This will be the first live chat in over 7 months that Jaylene has been on the Crockers. And we went live together, so it should be interesting. I'm sure there's going to be some crazy comments, some crazy times. It'll be interesting, I guess, to say the least. And if you haven't, you should know, but in case you didn't, Jaylena purchased a van, and she's got a couple of videos up now, and just finished editing another one.
So that'll be out here pretty soon.
Yeah, and jumped right in. And something, again, with that is, just keeping it real. It's something you want to do for a long time, and you did it. You're going for it.
So I finally have the chance, and I'm not slowing down. So
yeah,
we dived into the start of the build yesterday, so you guys will see that today if you want to check it out.
Yeah, and I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. I almost burnt her van down, so we'll see y'all guys later.